Alright y'all, this is what we're going to be using. I've never used these products before, but I'm going to just tell you guys my thought process behind it. I'm going to just start using it, and I have my leave-in already on my head. It's already marinating. As you can see, I have my plastic cap on, therefore the moisture is all trapped inside. It is still coiled around with a clamp still on it. All that's still here, and we still are preserving that steam and that moisture in here. Not just the moisture, there is steam. I can feel that it's warm in here, and that's because we twisted the hair and went ahead and pinned it up. I got these products from mycurlproducts.com. Like I said in the other video, that I just bought these products because I just followed the person on Instagram, and I actually used these products on my mom's hair this past weekend, and it did really good. She has a TWA, and I really liked how it came out. I really liked how it applied to her hair and everything, so I was just intrigued. So I want to try these out on my hair, but I also want to go the extra mile and go ahead and add the Wet Line Extreme. I'm just gonna see how that go. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna see how it go. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this down. I'm gonna let y'all see exactly what it looks like up close and personal. This is what it looks like. Still super moisturized, and it will not take a lot to get your hair done. As you can see, it's so super wet and moisturized right now. It's not gonna take much product to get the desired results that I'm looking for. That is your goal. This right here cuts down your wash day in like in half. Trust me, guys, it really does. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make a smaller section. If your hair is thicker than mine, you gotta make smaller sections. If you have shorter hair than mine, you have to make more sections. When my hair was shorter, y'all, I was making 5 sections. Seriously, I was making 5 sections. So do what works for you. If you feel the hair in your hand and you don't feel like all of the product is coated as you're touching your hair, then you gotta split it and then put some more product in there. Like, don't be afraid to start over and stuff like that either. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this curl foaming mousse. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this bad boy. It's very watery, but then you mix it up in your hand and it becomes like this, I don't know, this mousse, I don't know. So as y'all can see, when I apply it, it gets all foamy. And you want to work fast because you don't want the rest of your hair to get super like dry. You can keep the plastic cap on it, but my hair is moisture trained, so it'll be fine until I get to the end. But if your hair is not moisture trained, I highly just recommend you take one section out but leave the rest inside of your cap, because you're gonna need to keep that moisture in. Okay, so now she has a gel as well, so we're gonna be putting the mousse in 2 gels. This is hers. It's called the curl sauce. It's very soft. It's not that thick. It's very flaxseedy, and I feel like this alone just won't be enough hold for me, especially if you are trying to keep your hair for a long time. You have to put something on there that's gonna keep the crunch. Also, if you feel like your hair is always getting smushed when you go to bed, you have to put something on it with a crunch. I'm sorry, like, that's the reason that a lot of us like crunchy wash and go, so that when we go to sleep, we wake back up and our curls are still intact. Now, I'm not saying you have to do that just for your curls to stay intact, but if it's not working for you, that may be something you want to switch to. I'm just raking the product in right now because I want it to really sink into my hair before I move on to the last gel. If not, if it stays super white like this is how we get flaking, because the product is not all the way absorbing into your hair. So just make sure you kind of working it in as much as you can. I know you're not gonna get rid of all the whiteness, but just try to get as much as you can away. This is how it looks with just those 2 products on it. Now, this, I would never in my life leave it like this, because it's going to dry a matted mess. Can you see all the frizz that I have right now? Can you see it? This is a no for me, dog. You don't keep going on with your wash and go. That will not work out in your favor, I promise you. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna section it again. And it's very piecey. This is how you get them stringy curls. This is not clumped, it's stringy, and I don't like it. All right, so now let's go in with the wet line, and And I'm thinking I may have to take the mousse out or put it last because I don't like how this is starting to look on my hair. So I'm doing the prayer hands method. And what you want to do, you want to make sure you're adding that product to your roots, okay? Like I am smushing the gel into my roots and really working this down. And you see how small this section is? Sis, you have to work in small sections, like you have to. So really take your time, really work that product in, and look at how your hair is reacting to certain things. Look at what it's doing, see if it's liking it. If it doesn't like it, switch it up. My hair seems to be okay with this, but like I said, I'm gonna switch up the order in which I apply the products. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this little section, and then I'm gonna try another method on the other section for you guys. These are the results from the combination that I came up with. I actually ended up switching it on this side, and I went in the mirror, looked at my curls really closely, and figured out the process that I wanted. And this is something that I have been realizing for a while now. When you start to do the method that I am doing, from the washing your hair to deep conditioning, how I did everything, leaving your leave-in in, twisting the hair, putting it in the shower cap, blah, 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 blah. Once you do all that and you continue to do it continuously, your hair starts to get moisture trained. A lot of y'all been waiting on that. And I will do another video specifically just for moisture training. But your hair really gets moisture trained the more you do this process. And therefore, when you come out with your leave-in, your hair is actually pretty moisturized and you don't need to apply more moisture. So what you need to do is apply something that's going to grab onto your hair. Your leave-in is all marinated. Now you need something that's going to just clamp on and stay on. So you can kind of go in with your gel or your cream or whatever you're trying to style with. This is the styling portion. What I decided to do was go in with the curl sauce. And the reason I'm gonna go in with this is this is a gel, but it's a flaxseed gel and it has some oils and stuff in it. It's just a moisturizing gel to me. So I'm starting out with that. And then I'm going in with the wet line for more hold. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with the curl foaming mousse at the end to tame the frizz and also just make my hair a lot more clumped. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this section down and get started. I also have some very hot water in this water bottle. Make sure it is hot, as enough as you can put in here, because once you start to spray it, of course it's gonna get cooler because there's air and whatnot, but you want it to be as warm as you can get it on your hair because you do not want to apply products to cold hair. Therefore, it will not absorb into your hair properly, and if it does not absorb into your hair properly, it's going to cause flaking. You have too much product in your hair can't handle it, you will get flaking. So there's that, and I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my curl sauce. One pump on this back section back here. And I am doing the raking method. I was gonna do the shingling method, but when I put the foam on, it low-key gives me the shingling effect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rake it through and do the prayer hands just to make sure I get that through. And the reason that you do prayer hands, you're creating heat to press that product into your hair so it's not sitting on top. That is why people do that. Make sure that product is all the way dispersed on every single strand of your hair. So I just rake it a few times, prayer hands. Rake it, prayer hands. Okay? And you want to do that with each product that you apply. I'm going to go in with the gel. I like to, warm my products in my hand first, I mean, you can go straight into your head with it, but it's just better if you do warm the products up in your hand and then apply. So I'm just, like I said, raking it through, prayer hands. And you just want to do this for a little minute, make sure all the product is in there. The worst thing, like I said, the worst thing you can do is apply the next product and it not be in there. So I'm going to go in with that. A little bit more gel, make sure that's nice and smooth. And then we're going to go ahead and top it all off with the foam. I just put too much though. But you get the drift. And from here, you could just rake it through your fingers and then just kind of let it be.
Body nice. See, I got them here, them are moving right. See the girls, them I got me hypnotized. Them I make a bad man feel alright. Man, I tell her when she gone low. Say you gonna get me when I'm on low. Man, I tell her when she gone low. Bad man, I put you in a photo. I count down, she a put me on a rundown. Go down, she a give me on a low now. Go now, anywhere you wanna go now. Bad man, me I put you on.
So whenever I'm done with the top, wherever my part is, I like to go ahead and add additional gel. Not too much, y'all, because you'll get flaking right there. Okay, so spray some water right there. Boop, boop. Add a little bit more gel, just like right there. And just kind of smooth out your edges and stuff. Don't neglect that part. What I like to do, I like for this part to be a little straight. So I want to just comb it out a little bit, you know. Just comb that out. Don't comb it all the way through, clearly. Comb it a little bit. I'm gonna add a clip like right here, just like that. You see that? We are molding. Whatever you do to your hair wet, that is what it's gonna turn out like when it dries. So shape your hair. Like if you like it to go back a little bit, show a little forehead. I like for it to be a little back. I don't like everything all in my face all the time. So yeah, little clip right there. That's nice and smooth. And I'll sit in under the dryer with these clips. These clips came from the beauty supply store friend, but you can get it from Amazon, whatever, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this section. Then I'm gonna come back and show you guys what it looked like. But this is with just the leave-in in, and this is with all the products. Okay, y'all, so all of the products are applied to my hair, and I love it. I think I really like this method, the LGM method. Literally just made that up. I'm pretty sure I didn't make it up, but like I just made it up in my head because I used a leave-in, a gel, and a mousse, and I really like it. I stopped using the curl sauce because I felt like it was giving me way too much frizz, too much moisture. My hair just couldn't handle all that. I just went ahead and put the gel on top of the leave-in and then the mousse on top of that, and I'm good. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit under the dryer for you guys, and then I'll come back and show y'all what it looked like.
So baby, what you gonna do? Calling all your friends when they come through. So you really your number one I control. So you really meant for the girls when they come through. Come through. Bad man, say she want, say she really want, say she try to be the one.